Let's do this. What is going on, everybody? This is Jabril Salam.
And Muhammad Hassan.
And you are listening to the Young and Muslim Podcast. Hey.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a special show for you guys today because it's almost in real time because it just happened.
Yes, my car got broken into today in
Unfortunately.
the ugly city of Washington, D.C.
You know D.C. is beautiful.
Yeah, I hate it here. So I was out with a friend, and after coming back, I realized that my my rear passenger window was broken into.
Yep.
They stole my laptop, stole my book bag that the laptop was in, and all the containing things that were in the backpack, as well as my light. So if you guys watch the YouTube videos, sorry it's not as well lit and whatnot, because somebody stole my stuff.
Yeah.
It hurts. Now you're probably wondering, Jabril, like, why don't you sound all down in the dumps? I wouldn't record anything if my stuff just got stolen. Well, guess what? I'm here because I love it. I love you guys.
It was funny because after it happened, I was like, are you just about to go home? You're like, dude, we still got to record. I was like,
yeah.
my man, because I didn't come out here for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't live near D.C., but that's...
Yeah, man. Like,
that's
yeah, I didn't come... Well, I came out here for multiple reasons, but yeah, like, I'm committed to this. Anyways, I digress. This whole podcast episode is going to be about it could always be worse.
Always.
So as soon as I realized that my car got broken into, this was after I left the friend that I was with, and I freaked out. I'm not even gonna lie, I freaked out. I was pretty mad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the people looking out the windows like, who is this guy? Why is he like snapping outside of my house? So they shattered the window, like glass everywhere, and they just grabbed everything that they could. But thankfully, thank Allah, they didn't get my camera.
Alhamdulillah.
And they didn't take either one of my tripods.
Yes.
Which is crazy to me because the tripod was pretty expensive. Like this one right here is expensive. They could have got a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
So they didn't catch it, like by the grace of God, right? And immediately once I found my camera, I just calmed down because I was like, the laptop, it has a lot of footage on there, a lot of personal information, but at the end of the day, it could have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, they could have stole everything.
Yeah.
They could have just ransacked the car, but thankfully that's not the case. So,
I mean, and the way you're calm right now.
yeah,
It took time to get to that point.
not really, because it was like once I realized like there was nothing that I could do, and that all I could do was call the police, file a report, call my insurance, file a report. That was it. Like, I'm not gonna find the guy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I guess when I meant time, I didn't mean like the amount of time or in regards to the process, like the evolution of you calming down. When you were younger, if that would happen to you, this was just coming out of high school, out of college.
Oh yeah, bro, I would have flipped my switch.
You would have probably beat down everybody with a book bag on
Come here.
on the corner.
Come here.
You know what I mean? But like I was even surprised for how calm you were.
Yeah.
I pulled up.
Yeah, you were
I
more
was
mad
more
than
mad
me.
than you were. It was almost like the Cat Williams skit, you know, when he like, you know, you call the white people, tell them what happened, they'll pull up more mad than you. Like, who did this? You know, I don't remember that one.
But what's funny is like when I called the police, right? So I called my parents, and then Mo and I was supposed to meet up at this
Alexandria.
this one in Alexandria, which is literally 15 minutes away from where I was.
In Georgetown.
And then I called my friend that I was there with, and you know, just to let her know that like, hey, everything went well. And,
You were safe.
And I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I got burgled. Somebody stole my stuff, and
A burglary happened. Yes.
yeah, and so I was safe and whatnot. But I called Mo, thankfully, and he got there quickly because I called the police. And you know, I don't do the police, right? So you know, my hesitation was they're probably like, oh, he's still here.
Knock him out.
Knock me upside the head, right? So like Mo came, and like I was able to like, you know, process everything and call the police and everything, and yeah, so it went well, alhamdulillah. Like I'm okay. And the reason why we're doing this episode, because it can always be worse. Like the dude could have did something way worse to the car.
Could have took the car.
Nah, he couldn't. I got the key. Push the start, baby. Vroom, vroom. Anyways,
Boy,
he took.
understand what the wires, and we'll talk about that later. How you can do that.
He watched too much TV. but you know, like it could have been worse. He could have took everything. Like he left chargers. He left a lot of stuff in the car, and you know, I just think a lot that like I wasn't hurt, and nobody that I was with was hurt at that point in time. So it can always be worse. You know what I'm saying? Even when things are going horribly wrong, sometimes you literally just gotta look at a situation and be like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like it happened. Yeah. You can't go backwards, but you can learn from it. So like I learned, okay, next time I have to make sure that I have a cover or something, cover up my book bag or whatever's in the car. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I have to make sure I park in a different area. That's what I think about after a situation happens. I think about that aspect of what could I have done better to make sure I prevent this next time. Not really thinking. I know, you know, you kind of think ahead in situations. Yeah.
Like, I mean, when a situation like that happens, I like how you kind of think about what you did, because you're essentially saying like, man, that was my fault. Let me figure out how next time I prevent that. For me, when I get into a situation, my head's already running, trying to figure out a solution. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is good and bad. The good thing is that I kind of think ahead and try to line things up. The bad thing is like anxiety comes in, worry comes in.
You don't think in the moment.
You don't think in the moment, which you need that. You need that patience, because you're like, okay, this just happened. Let me call some people that I trust, because you call all the different individuals, and luckily they picked up and comforted you at that time. You know what I mean? So that kind of calmed me down, because your parents were calm. Yeah. Essentially, which made you calm. Because if your parents were flustered, they were angry, you'd be like, damn, bro. The situation would have got even worse. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But even talking with them, right? Because I was using my dad's car, it's like, there's literally nothing that any of us, even if I had caught the guy, like.
Well, after he did it?
While he's doing it, like, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Shows up with a gun. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, bro, you got the laptop. Like, you got it. So my point is, it's like literally there was nothing. It was supposed to happen. Mach 2. Yeah, it was. Right. It was supposed to happen because either I was supposed to learn from it or something better is going to come my way, and I accept that. And so as it's going on, as I'm calling people, as I'm talking to my parents, I can hear in their tone that, let's just deal with it.
But that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, but that's all we can do. And I think once people start to realize that, you just got to deal with the situation at hand right then and there. What do you do when something happens? Accident, what happened? What do you do when you find out that you flunked out of school? What do you do when you find out, you know, somebody close to you's died? Like, it's like there's certain things that you just have to do.
Have you always been like that, or do you think that evolved because of your belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and kind of how you mentioned everything is destined, how everything's ready? If something happens, then it happens.
It definitely evolved. Yeah. You know, like you mature, one. And then two, you just have a new outlook on things when you do have an increased level of faith. Because when you have the increased level of faith, you're always believing that God has something better planned. Yeah. You know, like God doesn't put any burden, any burden that's heavier than you can bear. So, like, dude, as soon as I was like, oh, it's just my laptop, thank Allah. Because if it was my camera, literally, like, then I wouldn't be calm right now. I would literally be panicking because I've invested so much money and time into it that it's like, dang, like, he took everything. He took, like, how I make your money, you feel me?
But you know what he didn't take? This might sound cliche, really corny. He didn't take away your happiness because you still had a good day.
Bro, I actually had.
You know what I mean? I
had a great day.
You had a great day, and I was surprised because he was like, Mo, guess what? I was like, why is this dude smiling? You better go find this dude. He's like, I still had a good day. I was like, how could you even talk about something like this? You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, my day wasn't the best, but now, even after what happened to him and just conversation we had, I was like, dude, today wasn't a bad day. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's all about perspective.
It's all about perspective.
Like, I got my car broken into, but I was still just thinking about the better parts of my day rather than sitting and talking about, oh man, like, this is so bad. Like, oh my God, I got to pay money. Like, I know that I got to take care of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know what's going to happen. Yeah. But even I called my dad, he was like, you know, just hurry up and get home. We're going to have to put it in the shop. We're going to have to get it fixed. Yeah. And that's it. Like, literally, that's it. My laptop may be gone forever, but guess what? I can get a new laptop. Yeah. I got footage on there that I'll probably never see again. sucks, but in the grand scheme of things,
It could always be
I'll
worse.
be okay.
Nah, it could always be worse, man.
Oh, you know what? I can make a video about this.
I think you should.
I definitely should, about my car being broken into.
Did you? Well, you did get some pictures of.
I got pictures.
Car. You didn't take a video of your car.
I didn't take video.
You can still do that.
Trust me, after that, I was not trying to show off that I have a camera. he probably was like, "Oh snap! You
Let's
take
come
that
out.
joint."
Damn,
Yeah.
missed him. He better not
Yeah.
turn back around.
Exactly. So, but yeah. So whenever you guys are going through any sort of situation, or you feel as though like it's the end of the world, like really, you really gotta just sit back and take account of your blessings,
Yeah.
and look at the good stuff that has come out of any bad situation that's ever occurred. Right? Like it's made you tougher. One, like mentally, you just get tougher as time goes on. And you go through different things, because I've been through this stuff many times. You remember my old truck and the back window got busted, right?
Oh, during the
and
winter time.
And it was during the coldest winter,
time,
bro.
yeah.
And we're driving in there because it's the only transportation we had.
And you know what we did all summer, all winter time? We didn't complain. We just bought blankets.
And my truck didn't have heat either.
Oh
You
my
remember
God. I remember that.
So it was like, bro.
Can't believe I remained your friend after that.
Bro, that was when you hit best friend status.
I was on MySpace #1.
So
That's what I'm saying. From number 2 to number 1.
So it's like, even in that situation, it was like, bro, it could always, like, we could have had no wheels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just gotta be
Hell yeah.
grateful for where you at.
Could have been walking in the snow.
Nah, we would have been walking. We just would have been going nowhere.
That's true.
We'd been stationary. so it's like, you know, a lot is still in control, and sometimes sometimes it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. I think most of the time it doesn't make sense. And you're making it sound easy right now. You're making it sound like, yeah, you know what happened and I forgot about it. No.
Don't get me wrong. It still sucks. Like, I gotta go home and I gotta go vacuum out a bunch of glass out of my car.
Yeah.
And I have to start over a lot. Like, my laptop had a lot of my stuff on there. You feel me? So for me, like, it's a very big deal. But why worry? Like, there's literally, I can't do anything.
No.
So that's how everybody needs to think about stuff. Like, if it's gone, you can't do anything about
No.
it. You need to just focus on remedying the situation and focusing on you and what's coming next. Like, do you have something big coming up? Like, what is it that can distract you from the fact that, okay, that bad event happened and I'm still good? You know what I'm saying? Oh, just count your blessings. I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. Like, what didn't they take is the question.
What did they take?
Like I said, they could have took my car.
Yeah.
They could have stole the whole car, but they couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? All of my keys, my house keys, the keys to my coffee shop, all in that book bag.
Yeah, I didn't know that until you told me.
And they took all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But guess what? This morning, I took the key to the other car off of that keychain.
And your camera was in your book bag.
My camera is
You
usually in my
took it
book
out.
bag, and I took it out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, when you start thinking about stuff like that, and that's why I think backwards, because I'm like, yo, that's crazy, because they could have took so much more from me, but something made me think about what was going on. And here we are.
Because that definitely takes a faith in a higher being to be like, you know what, this is a shitty situation that I'm in. You know what I mean? But I'm here for a reason, and I believe that it's going to get better from here. You know, it might take some time. Take you some time to get the capital back, to get your new laptop, or you're going to have to borrow one or go to the library and use that, at that time, the extra time to go out and...
You're starting to make me feel sick right
resources. I don't want you to think about that already. But, you know, it does make you feel not only grateful for the things that you have, but the people that are around you. Like, remember I was telling you earlier about just my brother-in-law, how he was going through some stuff. I can only imagine if that was my mom or dad who just came from Egypt and they got in a situation like that. Who was going to help him?
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Who's going to help him?
Because at least he has support.
At least he has support somebody can ask for. You know, you're like, hey, look, I was thinking about this today. You're not in it alone. You know what I mean? You're not in it alone. And
Yeah, man.
we were talking about something earlier in regards to just our people. We only worry about our people. Well, I mean, I think that's I think that's kind of right, you know, but at the same time, I think it's kind of wrong because I feel like you worry about your people first, you know what I mean? Because those are your people you live with, your community, like your backyard, and then once you help those people, they can help other people, you know what I mean? And they can just go on and on and on. But not to get away from the subject, in regards to how it could always be worse. There is situations time after time that I thought that this was the worst thing in my life. You know what I mean?
And then you think, then a couple years go by and you're like, bro, that was nothing.
That was nothing to what I'm about to go through now. But I was telling you earlier, I was like, guess what? We have a guy gives another chance. We're still alive. If that would happen and then we pass, okay, then that was pretty bad. But if we're like, okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us another day to go ahead and pray.
Something's always gonna come better, bro. Something better. Like, and this happened so many times throughout my life where something better is just going to come. And so I don't even worry.
Something better always comes. Though.
Something better always comes. You feel me? Like, why worry? Oh, your girl broke up with you? Guess what? Better joint about to come. Oh, your man cheated on you? Guess what? You're going to get an even better one coming. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, your dog gets your homework? You about to get an A+ on the test.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like God just one-ups you. When you think that God is like, nah, you suck, kicks you, and God's that guy that drives by on the puddle and like sprays you with water while you're on the sidewalk. God is actually the person that's about to bring out the sun and dry you up.
Wow.
You feel me?
When situations like stuff happen, even when I was younger, when things went really bad, I didn't even think like God was even there for me. You know,
I think a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah, it's like
I think a lot of people feel like that.
Have you like you thought about a situation where it's like, no, if God was on my side, He would never let something like
That
this
wouldn't happen.
He would never. You know what I mean? I'm a great person. I pay my zakat. I look out for my family. Well, if I'm a good person, why does you heard the saying? Why does bad things happen to good people? You know what I mean? Bad things happen to everybody.
Exactly.
They happen to everybody.
Exactly. Bad things happen to everybody. Good people just know how to persevere.
Mm-hmm.
Bad people don't. Think about it. Why do people rob people?
Multiple reasons, but
No, there's only one reason. It's because they've given up on trying to actually do the right thing. It's a lot harder. It is a lot harder to earn an honest living than sell drugs. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah. Or just breaking into somebody's car.
No, selling drugs is easy.
Yeah.
Because you know somebody wants it.
It's,
You seen Pursuit of Happiness? Them people selling bold density scanners. Like, try to sell some bold density scanners and sell some weed. I guarantee the weed man gonna be alright. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got this bone density scanner. Get away from me, hobo. There's no comparison. So,
that's very true.
So the people that try to do good have to go through worse. The people that do bad, dog, doing bad is so easy. It's so easy to just be a bad person.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
I'll take the easy route. The guy took the easy route. If he needed $200, he could have done what? Got a part-time job, but he's like, look, let me break into this guy's window.
Bro, I met a kid.
Laptop.
I met a kid yesterday.
Yeah.
He used to train with our soccer club. This kid came back, and we saw him. I hadn't seen him in a while. I didn't even recognize him. He like dyed his hair and stuff.
A young boy.
Yeah, young. It was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
He no older than 12.
Wow. Okay.
Right. This kid said he made like $200 something over a week cutting grass.
No way.
I swear.
Trust me, those yards need to be kept.
Exactly. Point is, he could have got that money just, oh, mommy, daddy, please.
Let me get it.
You feel me? He could have just given up and not made no money.
He could have robbed somebody else.
He could have robbed. He could have stole stuff and sold it. Like, kids are capable of all that. So when you see that, when you put in the work for it, good is going to come your way. And that's why I'm not even worried, because I know that I'm working on other things that are going to help me excel and get over this hump.
Right.
It sucks. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather my laptop not be stolen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather the laptop not be stolen.
Point. Yeah.
But point is, that's not the case.
Yeah.
And for right now, I just got to deal with it as it comes. I got to take it into the shop. I got to finish out my insurance. I got to hope that DC police are better than their reputation says they are. You know, but right now,
if it ain't a homicide, don't call me. If it
They
ain't about
don't
no
care.
murder. 'Cause people get robbed every day out here, B.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me?
And that's why I don't like DC.
Well, hey.
So,
Just thought that, this legitimately just happened today, a few hours ago, so we thought it'd be a good time to share that episode because, we're still feeling it in regards to what happened, and Jabril just really wanted to share that story.
Yeah. just look, guys. I was listening to some Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing because everything's gonna be alright.
Yes.
You feel me? Like,
And
just
make sure share some stories with us. Like, tell us a time where you got into some really deep trouble or just a really bad situation that you thought you were never gonna get out of. Then, magically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was able to get you out, and you're like, oh damn, this is
exactly.
who knew?
How did you persevere, and how did you work your way to getting something even better?
Yes, please let us know. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at Young, the letter N, Muslim. That's Young, N, the letter N, Muslim. And just let us know what just let us know what you've been through. And also, make sure you check us out on SoundCloud, Apple iTunes, and Google Play. Subscribe to us, because that way, people can find us, leave a comment, like us on Facebook at the Young and Muslim Podcast. We want to hear from you guys. We want to be more active. We were on the way to an event today that I went to until this thing will happen with your bro. But we're in the community. We're around the way. We're eager to meet you guys.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And we met other listeners who have been listening to us from the very beginning. So it's very cool to be able to meet you guys and to be able to talk and interact and hear your ideas. We have people that are giving us suggestions for the podcast. Sure. This is a big deal. So any suggestions that you guys can give, we want to get more and more feedback, so we know, do you guys want us to do Q&As? Do you guys want us to have guests on? Do you guys want maybe one of us, not the other? What is it that would make this listening experience even better for you guys? So we always appreciate your attentiveness. We always appreciate your listenership. We always appreciate that you guys tune in.
We know who you guys want to drop. It's okay. Wink, wink. He just brings no flavor.
What's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor. Ooh. All right. So with that being said, guys, I'm Jabril Salam.
And this is Muhammad Hassan.
And you are listening to the Young and Muslim Podcast.
Hit you with the greetings of peace.
Assalamu alaikum.